Hey everyone, I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, and as you can see, my garage is a complete disaster. This is leftovers from quickly gutting 2 pink Jeeps to get rid of, to bring Ren home. This is suspension components for both Ren and Sully. This is skid plates for Ren from Asfer 4x4, winch for Ren because Asfer also makes a winch mount for the factory steel bumper, wheels from Black Rhino, all that need to be installed. So yeah, I don't have room to bring my Gladiator in the garage. But while I was out here trying to start moving some of this stuff around, thought I'd make a quick video, but this video will be the last video of 2025. It will come out Tuesday, December 30th. And so it's the end of 2025. And I thought I'd make a video on the camping gear that I have been using, some of it for a very long time, that has survived 2025 and will be going with me into 2026. Some of these are new that I acquired in 2025. Some of these I have had for a very long time, and that's the key thing to pay attention to. Pay attention to the gear that I have had for years and years and years, and just continue to use them, because I get the opportunity to test a lot of gear, see a lot of gear, use a lot of gear, and the stuff that just I will not let go of. That tells a huge story in the quality and the longevity and the dependability, reliability, all those things for that. So yeah, pay attention to that. But this is the gear. I think I've got 10, maybe 12, I can't remember, that made it through 2025, or was acquired in 2025, and is going with me into 2026 for all of our adventures. Number one on this list are my camp lights, my Devos Light Rangers. And some of this stuff I have to dig out and find, because I'm also cleaning out my Gladiator. Some of this stuff is from my Gladiator because I'm kind of emptying it in preparation for taking it to get a new engine, and I don't need all my stuff in there for that. But Devos Light Rangers, these have been my go-to camp lights for years now, and their current version, the Light Ranger 2000, is by far the best camp light I have ever owned. This is it. This is their twofer bag. But the Light Ranger 2000 is without a doubt the best camp light I have ever owned. It is so flexible in what it can do. So you've got a nice long pole that it comes with, goes up to like 12 feet in the air. But the original ones, you had clip-on filters and stuff that you had to use. But this one, I can change the color, white, amber, red, with the push of a button. I can select pop that off. I can select how many lights are being used. So 1, all 4, 2, 1. It is app controlled. All these are, there it goes. All these are dimmable, which is super nice. So you don't just have to have bright light at camp. You can make it subtle and just kind of fill in the space. It is app controlled. So with an app, I can turn on 1, 2, 3, or all 4. I can dim it. I can turn it off. I can have this lighting up camp, climb in my tent so I'm not fumbling up in the dark. And then with the app, turn it off. So it's not running all night long. There's solar panels for them. There's table attachments for them. There's motion sensors for them, so you can leave this up as a camp light, overnight. And if someone or some critter walks into camp, the motion sensor will turn on the light. Great safety and security measure there. So the Devos Light Ranger is, the 2000's been out for a couple years now, and there's not another light that comes close to matching it. They even have like these little things. Like this is a little tabletop tripod. So you can do this and, do that, dim it down and, drop that put that on a table, or put this. You can take these and turn them upside down. And if you're working under your vehicle, you have light under your vehicle. It's got little rings here, so you can string it up, put a hook on it and hang it from a tree or from a whatever. So yeah, Devos Light Ranger 2000. This is sticking with me. Number 2. I don't have my keys. Number 2 is my fire pit, which, yes, fits in my drawer. It is my, it's my tripod torch. And I love this for a couple reasons. One, it is infinitely portable. I mean, that's it. It is versatile. And it actually produces really good heat. So if you're not familiar with the tripod torch, we've been using this for well over a year now. There's a lot of portable fire pits on the market, but nothing so far has come up to replace this one. So the tripod torch is a tripod. You've got these 3 legs. And that little ring locks those in. And boom. So there, tripod torch. That's it. You've got your hose, steel braided, and you hook that up to your propane fire pit. We carry this because, I mean, especially if you're traveling out west in the summertime, most of the time there's burn bans and you can't have just a normal wood fire. So, got to carry a propane fire pit with you if you're going to have campfires at night. This is the most portable fire pit on the market. It has options for reflectors, so if the wind, also wind blockages. So if you just got 1 or 2 people, you can put these up and kind of direct the flame this way. Every other fire pit on the market shoots the flames up, so that's where your heat goes. This shoots the flames out to the side, and so that's where your heat goes. You don't have to get as close to this and on top of it to have nice warm campfire. You can add the 3rd panel on here too, and boom, you've got a cooktop. So it doesn't use a lot of propane either. I carry a 10 pound propane tank with me in our Ross Monster, where we've got a couple of these because kind of each rig has one, and that will last me a good 3 nights. Just kind of on a medium setting. So that's awesome. But yeah, tripod torch is awesome, and it's staying with me in 2026. While I'm here in my drawer, let's discuss a couple other things that live back here and are not going anywhere in 2026. One is, I guess this would be number 3 on here, my camp chairs. They also live in this drawer. I carry 2 because they're so small. I can carry 2 in here. And they are both by Click. This is the original. This is the original Click chair. As you can see, my wife has some water bottles that are bigger than this, but this is it. Boom, boom, boom. Camp chair's done. It's seen a fire or 2, and I've had this thing for so long, I don't even remember when I got it. But this is the OG. It's small, super portable, quite comfortable. This is the Click Riviera. This is the fancy one. This is high end. A little bit bigger, as you can see. I'd say smaller than a fire extinguisher. But this one also same thing. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this is my Click chair. Oh, I forgot the cup holder that goes here. But yeah, this is the most comfortable, most portable camp chair that I've ever owned, and that's the 2 things that matter to me. As much as I'm sitting around a campfire, as much as I'm out and about doing this stuff, it being small and packable and portable and comfortable is key. So the Click chairs, they're my favorite. And also back here is my little camp table. This is my camp table that I've been using a lot of. This is admittedly a knockoff off the little Nemo table. The Nemo table, we have one of those. It's like 150 bucks. It's stupid expensive. This one I got off the TikTok shop because I saw it and I was like, how good is that compared to the Nemo table? Because this was like 50 bucks compared to 150 bucks. And the Nemo actually may be more expensive than that, I don't remember. But yeah, it in this little bag, this folds out. If you just need a little table, you know, like something, you know, ground's not level, you just need a little spot to set your drink on or something, you can do that. If you want an actual table, it's got the legs that do that. There you go, and boom. Now you have a decent height little camp table. So I've been using this a lot. I literally got it as just kind of a joke to see what it was like, and I've liked it so much that it's become my go-to camp table. So that's awesome, and it's just so packable and portable. And as you'll see, there's the theme here of it fits in my drawer really nice. So it's not taking up added space. And that's it, boom. The brand, I got this on the TikTok shop. I'm not sure I even have a link to share with you. Shine Trip camping equipment. I'll put that there. There you go. I think this is number 5. My Iceco fridge, my APL 55. I've been using this fridge for a few years now. And I absolutely love it. I get offers all the time to test new fridges and to you know, I get to go out and see new fridges. And so far nothing has come to replace the APL 55. I've been running Iceco fridges since I got my Gladiator. So what's that, 4 years now? And I think Iceco is the best bang for the buck on the market. It is, they use the same high-end compressors as the bigger name brands, but they don't have the price of the bigger name brands. I would call them the budget side of the high-end fridges, if that makes sense. 5-year warranties on them. This particular one is dual/single zone. So right now I've got it set up as a dual zone because I can have a fridge or a fridge side and a freezer side. I can take the divider out if I just want one big fridge. I like to keep the divider in, but have both of them set on fridge because I like to divide, like have all my drinks in one side and all my food in the other. It has bins and dividers in there. Let's see, I've still got food in here from my last trip. So yeah, the Iceco APL 55, or really any Iceco fridge we've got in the garage. There's the APL 35 that came out of Kara's Gladiator. There's the Go 20, which is a little 20-liter fridge that came out of a Wrangler. So yeah, best fridge I've ever owned. And it lives back here, so it gets all the weather and all the dust, and it just keeps on running. All right, back in the garage, there, Iceco APL 35, right there. Go 20 is right there on the floor. Next on the list, what is this? Number 6? I think number 6. My open road tote, which I coincidentally just put on the box for my open road winch that's going on Ren. But this tote is where all my kitchen stuff lives. It lives in the back, so I need all that stuff to stay nice and dust-free. But this is dust-proof, waterproof, all the proofs. It's lightweight, it's double-walled, tons of storage space in here. And yeah, this is my kitchen tote. And I just found it to be the perfect size. I mean, length, width, height, everything is just the perfect size to store all of my kitchen gear in here. So the open road tote, fantastic for holding this type of gear. Next on the list, we've got my Stoke Voltaics Joule. This is an electric kettle, and if I need to boil water for one of my freeze-dried meals, if I need to make hot chocolate, anything I need to do with boiling water, I just pull this little bugger out. It pulls about 600-700 watts, boils the water in about 5 minutes. So it's not, I mean, it's not a jet boil, you know, but I also don't have to deal with fuel canisters and all that sort of stuff. I think my jet boil that we have will, you know, it'll get water boiling in about 90 seconds. This takes several minutes, but I don't have to carry extra canisters around with me. All I have to do is take this, and the cord fits in there, and I've got plenty of power in my Gladiator. So if you've got a decent sized power station or whatever, and you're tired of buying fuel canisters, the Stoke Voltaics Joule, I've been using this for a while now. I don't know, I mean, it's seen some days, a couple of years maybe, and this is my water boiler thing. Highly recommend. Also in my kitchen tote is this, my jet boil Genesis. Man, I have had this, of all this gear, this stove is what I've had the longest. And we have had this, let's see, we've been married almost 6 years. Got it before we got, Carrick bought this before we got married. So probably 8 years now. And I have used and tested and had a bunch of different camp stoves. And so far nothing has come close to prying this bad boy out of my setup. It is very small and packable. It is very dirty because I think I may have cleaned this once over 8 years, as you can see, but it just keeps on working. It's got lighters. What I love most about it, besides the fact that this thing has been bouncing around in my Jeep for 8 years and it just still works fantastically, is the flame control. Most camp stoves, it's like on, like you can get it low and then you can blast it. There's not a lot of middle ground. This has infinite fuel regulation, and so you can dial your flame to, if you're a cook and you care about, you know, you want to get your flame just right, this is the only one I've ever tested that does that as well. But yeah, this thing, it's expensive. I mean, of the camp stoves that I've had and tested, this is probably the most expensive. But I mean, it's lasted over 8 years with all the abuse that we've put it through, and it just keeps on going. And it, you know, I mean, that's it. So the Jetboil Genesis continues to have a spot in my kitchen tote, and I don't see it going anywhere in the foreseeable future, unless Jetboil comes out with a new model. They did come out with a gray model, Overland Gray. I don't know what that's about. That's actually like $40 more expensive because it's gray and it's called Overland, which is stupid. Really love that color, but I'm not going to replace it with a color. So yeah, and this is all this in my tote. And it's strong enough that I can stand on it too, because I've done that many times. Up next is the number one place to go number 2 in the woods. That's our Instaprivy. We've actually got 2 of these. We've got a his and hers. And the Instaprivy is, it's the best portable bathroom that I've ever used. And we've used several. We've had cassette toilets. I started out with the whole 5-gallon bucket with the pool noodle on it. With kitty litter in a bag it worked for me. My wife and daughters weren't real thrilled about that one. We've had the Dometic cassette toilet, which was a nightmare to clean. I do not recommend a cassette toilet for anyone. Those things are gross. But we met this guy, Instaprivy, at the Moore Expo 3-4 years ago, and our lives were forever changed going to the bathroom in the woods. But this is essentially the toilet. You've got, that's it. This is the toilet. This seat, very comfortable. You've got the bags. It's a waist bag. So you've got these bags, and you put your bag that everything's going into. You've got a little absorber that goes in there. You do your business. You cinch up the bag and put it in another bag, which keeps everything airtight and keeps the smells from leaking out. And you just take that bag and throw it in your trash bag. And then when you get to a gas station, you empty it. But this, gosh, I have yet to find another toilet on the market that is as, not only as comfortable, which sounds really odd, but as packable, because I mean, everything lives in this backpack. And so this takes up very little space. But it just legit works. And it just checks off all the boxes for a portable toilet. And I know you're going to be like, why did you just dig a hole? Well, because a lot of places are turning into pack it out and pack it in, pack it out, which means you're not supposed to dig holes anymore in the woods. And I mean, you could, this seat, you could dig a little hole and just use this as a seat if you wanted to, and have a comfy seat to sit on. That is definitely an option if you don't want to buy bags. But a lot of places, a lot of BLM land, a lot of national forests, national parks especially, are going to pack it in, pack it out, so they don't want you leaving your poo in the woods. But what makes this the Insta-Privy is this little guy. This is the privacy tent. Boop. So you take that out, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm sitting on this. You do this, and now I have privacy. I have this little mesh, so I can see what's going on, and that's you don't have to deal with the whole privacy things. This is just like that. And it works really well, and it's super compact and portable. And when you're traveling in remote areas, or just even with spouses, sometimes emergencies happen, and you're in a remote stretch of highway that, there's not a bathroom for 50 miles, and where's that? There it is. I lost my strings. When you gotta go, sometimes you just gotta go. And so we have pulled this thing out on the highway and just plopped it beside the Jeep on the highway. Cars whizzing by, and done what needed to be done. And no one had a clue that anyone was in there doing their thing. So we love this thing. This is the number one spot to go number two. We've been we were going into Vermilion Cliffs a couple years ago, and there wasn't a bathroom nearby, and so we pulled into a kind of a parking area for a trailhead, and Kara pulled this out, and right about that time, like 3 Jeeps pulled in, and they saw us. They saw the Gladiator and recognized us, and came over and talked to us. Meanwhile, Kara was sitting there the whole time, trapped, just sitting in the Insta-Privy. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. But it also comes with a shell if you want to dig a hole. It comes with this, and I don't have their toilet paper in this bag. They also make their own toilet paper. Here it is. This is their toilet tissue. Best toilet paper I've ever used. I'm getting into too much detail about bathroom stuff, but best toilet paper ever. So yeah, Insta-Privy is not going anywhere in our camping setups. Well, while we're having sit-down time in the garage, next on the list is everything roller cam. We use these buckles for everything. I use these. I don't know if you noticed when I pulled my fridge out. This is these little thin ones. This is my fridge straps to strap my fridge down. These are perfect. This is a little 3-foot one. They come in all different lengths. This is one of their more traditional rat straps. It's got the 2 hooks, and then you've got the cam buckle that goes through here. But what makes these things so amazing, they didn't invent the cam, the cam buckle. What they did invent was the roller in the middle of it. And that makes this so much easier just reduces that friction to be able to pull on it and tighten stuff down. Well, here, let's go see. Oh wait, no, first. And then these are just brilliant. This is called their rope roller. And I don't remember what I brought this. Oh, this was out of Kara's Jeep that we used to strap dog car seats down in the back of our Wrangler. But it's a paracord thing. But you just run your paracord through there, and then it's not coming undone. Just release that, and boom, you can do that. But you just tighten it down. It's got the little hook, so you can do a kind of a hook and loop on itself and cinch stuff down, or make pulleys out of them, lots of stuff. So yeah, on my Gladiator, I use the 2-foot ones to secure my fridge. On the back of the Ross Monster, this is the ones I just showed you. This is where I put firewood and strap my firewood down. They've got this new spider, which I've been using to hold my propane tank up there. It's got 6 of these straps. It's connected to a ring, so it kind of creates like a spider web out there. That's been fantastic for keeping my propane tank in place. And then with our dog car seat, we use it here in the back to hold the back end down, and then we use the rope rollers here in the front to hold the front down, so I can easily take this in and out, but when it's in, it's secure. So all things roller cam. They have the best motorcycle straps I've ever used. You would think there wouldn't be a lot of innovation in the whole ratchet strapping industry, but roller cam's knocking it out of the park. So all things roller cam for all things strapping and tie downs. I saved the 2 big things for last. Next, my Open Road 270 awning. I guess that's been 2 things on this list from Open Road. They make some good stuff. But this is the awning that I've been using. I got this in 2025 and it has impressed me. As you can see, it has the bag here has drug on many a tree, many a rock in our adventures this year, and it's holding up great. But this awning, I mean, there's a lot of 270s awnings on the market, and I like this one because it's got good quality and it's got a really good price. So this is maybe not the cheapest 270 on the market, but it is definitely one of the more inexpensive ones for the quality, for sure. But having a freestanding awning at camp is a game changer. I mentioned the infinite uses of the roller cam. I replace the cords that come with anything with roller cams. I just do that and do that. Boom. So yeah, there's my awning. It's got optional poles here if you really need to, for like high winds and you really want to stake this down. It's got poles that live up here, which is convenient. My last awning, the poles did not attach like this. It's got lighting on all the on these 3 poles, and it just is a fantastic awning. I have 0 complaints with it. It's been really sturdy. It has held up to some decent winds. It is well constructed, and if you need to strap it down, for higher winds, you can with the poles. That's a win. And then number 12, there's 12 things here apparently, but number 12, my tent, my Intrepid Geo 2.5. Now the Pro version. I did swap this out earlier this year from their standard to their new Pro version. I'm not going to open it in this video because I'm lazy and I've got tons of B-roll to show you what it looks like. But the updates with the Pro version is just slightly bigger awnings over the windows, new fabric color choices. Mine's the blue camo, which I think looks really cool, and a heater port over here on this side. It's still got all the great features that I love, the unique design that gives you so much space inside. It's more spacious than any other rooftop tent on the market, especially in a wedge style. Like, those feel cramped. This one does not. It's got pass-through ports, so you can run electrical wiring up into the tent, which I've got a USB hub in mine. It is just super comfortable. 165 pounds, which for a wedge is pretty lightweight. Not the lightest on the market by far, but also by far not the heaviest. So it's good middle ground there, considering how much room is in here. And I get offers all the time to test out new rooftop tents. And I've tested a lot of rooftop tents over the years. And this one continues to live up here because it is the best tent I've ever owned. It's not cheap. It's the most expensive tent I've ever owned, except for the iCamper SkyCamp 3.0. But it's not cheap, but it is quality, and it has survived all the abuse I've put it through. I think I haven't counted up 2025 yet, but in 2024 I slept 75 nights, almost 75 nights I think, in this tent, or in the original tent. And I'm gonna get a lot of nights of sleeping in this in 2026. Well, there you go. That's my, I guess, top 12 pieces of camping gear that have survived 2025 and will be going with me into 2026. And it's served me well. All of them have served me well. I have a very, very meticulous, there's a rhyme or reason to every piece of gear, what boxes it's got to check as far as portability, usability, functionality, all that sort of stuff. And anything that survives, for me, getting to, a chance to test and see and use a bunch of different gear, the gear that checks off those boxes and actually makes it into my kit and then continues for years, that says a lot about it. So there you go. I hope this video was helpful. Happy New Year, and hope you have an amazing 2026. If you like the video, please give it a like, push that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you want to consider supporting us in 2026 as we take off from here and begin full-time travel. Man, chomping. The only thing holding us back right now is getting the engine in my Gladiator. And I'm filming this on a Sunday. Rob from Overland and his family are coming to the house this evening, and then tomorrow we're heading down to Big Bend. So that'll be the next couple of videos, is Big Bend National Park, that whole area down there. We're going to spend a few days down there, do New Year's down there. So anyway, if you want to consider supporting us on our adventures, gain access to special events, special content, all the GPS data from our trips, check out the Patreon link in the description here on the QR code. And for all of our merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. Thanks for watching. See you next year. Bye.